An unstructured morning leads to an unstructured day, and a couple of unstructured days lead to an unstructured week, which leads to an unstructured month. And as you can guess, a couple of unstructured months lead to an unstructured year. And your years add up to this beautiful big thing called your life. An unstructured life, that is. Does that sound appealing to you? Probably not. The thought of that might upset you. And it for sure upsets me because I know that that is entirely changeable. So how can we tackle this? How can we stop a few unstructured mornings from generating and making up our entire life? Well, as you can see, this pattern of unstructure started with the mornings. In this video, I won't be advocating for a particular morning routine. What's best actually varies greatly from person to person. Nor will I be advocating for a routine that romanticizes waking up at 4 a.m. every morning. What I am advocating for is a morning of structure and intention, whatever that looks like for you. First, I'll tell you why structure and intention are actually key ingredients to a successful life. Then I'll offer advice on how you can actually implement structure and routine into your mornings to change the trajectory of your life. So why even bother with structure and routine in the morning? Well, they are entirely essential for emotional well-being and fostering a sense of vitality, which is defined as the state of being strong and active, or generally just having energy. Emotional well-being is important for things like productivity, but is also important for bigger things like overall life contentment, self-confidence, having a positive outlook on your future. So we can see how a morning of structure and routine is really important. On the other hand, a lack of structure often goes hand in hand with a lack of discipline. Instead of you taking initiative and organizing your morning and your life, you kind of just let it happen to you. You let life happen to you and you're out of control. So it's really obvious why implementing structure into your mornings is very beneficial and important, but how do we do it? Is opening your phone in the morning, checking your socials, eating breakfast, and rushing out the door enough? To understand how to build structure into your mornings, I have to introduce you to the concept of a stopping cue. You most likely will not have heard of them because we encounter them so rarely in our lives nowadays. So this is what a stopping cue is as defined by Adam Alter, a TED Talk speaker, and I'll link the TED Talk below. A stopping cue is basically a signal that it's time to move on, to do something new, or to do something different. Stopping cues used to be everywhere. They were baked into everything that we did. Think about newspapers. You eventually get to the end, you fold the newspaper, and you put it aside. There are stopping cues everywhere like these. But the way we consume media today is such that there are no stopping cues. The news feeds just roll on and everything is bottomless. Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, etc. And by the time you check all sorts of other socials, it becomes an endless exercise. Oftentimes, an unstructured morning lacks these stopping cues. We open our phones as soon as we wake up and we have already fallen victim to the trap. Our minds and mornings become unstructured, shaping the rest of our day. Instead of focusing on checking one item to the next off of our to-do list and focusing on progressing towards our goals, we're mindlessly going from tab to tab, screen to screen, app to app, and emotion to emotion. So how can we fix this? Well, the tip is to introduce a stopping cue. Be intentional about your time. Set a timer for phone time and then stop. Don't let your screen time stop you from achieving your other morning tasks. This segues me to my next point. Create a to-do list the night before that is structuring out your morning. Throw in some easy ticket items like making your bed or brushing your teeth. This will implement structure into your mornings. The routine I create the night before often looks like this. This will help you plan and build a morning that is not rushed. That isn't just check phone, eat breakfast, out the door. Instead, choose one bigger task to accomplish in the morning. Use the quiet morning hours to focus on you. Set aside intentional time to journal, to plan out some of your goals, to drink your morning beverage outside. Just something that is dedicated to you, including one to-do list item that contributes to that sense of structure and intention will make a world of difference in your morning routines and your overall life. I read a quote that said there are over 1,000 minutes in a day. You can spend the first 20 on yourself. So do that. Build a structured life, morning by morning. I want to thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope that you were able to find the littlest of takeaways given the lifestyle that you live and the conditions that you face. As a reminder, modifications of any of this advice is completely okay. You are doing something that you can do, and that is something you should be proud of. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will catch you on the flippity flop. Peace.